Hey y'all, it is March the 10th, 2018. Thank you for joining me. I have something to share with you today that is of the most important and urgent matter. In fact, I can't think of anything that's more important and more urgent, so thank you for joining me. I want to point your attention out to a video that I made a number of days ago, and it's entitled White Farmers in South Africa. Now, we're about to go over the various comments that I have received on this video, but before we do, I want to point out to your attention that if you can see quite clearly right there that I have nearly 70 views on this particular video, and I have 5 thumbs up and 5 thumbs down, believe it or not. Now, before we go to the comments, all right, we're about to go there right now. Before we go to the comments, I want to point out to your attention that there are 5 thumbs down. And before we go to the comments, I just want to let you know that the 5 people who gave a thumbs down to this particular video, whether or not they know it or not, whether or not they want to admit it or not, they worship Satan. And no, I do not want to bandy words with you. They worship Satan. They will probably deny it. They will probably say, oh no, I don't believe in anything, and I don't believe in anything. No, actually, you believe in Satan. You are obsessed with skin tone. All right, you will be obsessed with skin tone until the bitter end. You love ignorance. You love to worship Satan. You love to not admit it. All right, but that's exactly what we're dealing with, and I see that all the time on my channel. Certainly, people who are pedophiles and who worship Satan come to my channel all the time and try to give it thumbs down, as if that means anything to me. It means nothing to me. It will not stop me from spreading the news that I feel that we need to know about. Now, like I said, let's go down to the comments. I received a number of comments. I received comments from Angela, and I received comments from 80s Kids. Now, these are both dear contributors to this channel who have their eyes open, who are not trying to worship Satan, and they're not trying to obsess over skin tone all day. But what's more important is I want to show you 2 comments that I received only today. I mean, just hours ago, actually, 1 hour ago, 2 hours ago, I received these comments, and these are crucial for us to see. I want to read them out, and you can go read them yourself. But here I'm going to just read out. This one's from a beautiful lady by the name of Samari Gildenhuys. All right, 2 hours ago, she said, thank you. She said, thank you for spreading awareness. We are suffering here. It's actually 50 farmers murdered per day. Now, South Africa is a big place. It is a big place. She said it's actually 50 farmers murdered per day. Yep, that figure is true. Please keep spreading more awareness. Now, Samari, I promise you that for as long as I can, I will absolutely do that. I will absolutely keep spreading awareness. 50 farmers, because in my video I said it was a farmer a day or a farmer's family a day, which is already terrifying. It's a nightmare. But 50 farmers murdered per day, according to Samari, who lives there. You start to understand the absolute tragic nightmare that is taking place there. The absolute, it's not even debatable, the genocide is taking place there. Like I said, the government sings about killing white people. The politicians sing about it. I've seen the videos. You could easily see the videos by just going onto YouTube. People who worship Satan, people who are obsessed with skin tone, oh, they can't be bothered to see these videos. They can't be bothered to watch politicians sing about slaughtering and raping white farmers. They can't be bothered with it. Why? Because they're too busy worshiping Satan. All right? They're too busy with their ignorance. But before we get out of here, I do want to read also this comment. I need to read this comment for you. It says this: thanks so much for this. I truly appreciate it. All right. It says, I am a Hungarian living in South Africa since '97. I came to South Africa to be part of a nation building process and ran a little internet cafe for 10 years from my home with no funding from anyone, especially the South African government. Oh, you want to build up South Africa and their economy and their infrastructure? Well, guess what? No funding, not any funding from the government. She said, we lived in our garage. She said, to help get things started. I believed it was important to be part of the solution, to be there for the oppressed people. That's to include all people, by the way, and share whatever knowledge that we have so that things are balanced out and so that people of South Africa of all colors can enjoy their beautiful country. But sadly, it was not to be. I didn't think that I would see so much hatred and evil in the rainbow country that everyone sang about. The country that was celebrated by the whole world. Just in my own words, just to step back, everybody's heard of Nelson Mandela. Oh, and the peace that he brought. I'm not saying anything against Nelson Mandela. I'm just saying everybody knows his name. All right, and she continues. She says this: the country that was celebrated by the whole world for being an example of non-racialism and tolerance. It would have been better if people, if they had been honest from the start. That way, no one would put in the effort and come here and devote their whole lives to a cause that was never meant to be. It was never meant to be from the start. These people were lied to viciously and maliciously. Those are my words. She says this: today, white people are called criminals. They're called thieves and are only there to be slaughtered. Does that remind you of anything? If you ever went to public school and you ever heard about something called the Holocaust, does it seem kind of reminiscent to you? All right. This is being said according to their politicians. Their politicians are saying criminals, thieves, and only there to be slaughtered. All right. She says this: I definitely believed black people in South Africa needed support to get things started. And I did my best to take part in this process, but never in my life would have thought that in exchange we are killed, we are tortured, we are raped. She is not exaggerating. She says, as a way of saying thank you, they kill us and torture us and rape us. She said, we are on our way back to Hungary, and I thank God for that. I thank God that Savannah and whoever she can is going back to Hungary or going somewhere else. I thank God for that. All right, she said, and we'll try our best now to support all white people and anyone really who's caught in this terrible situation. Mind you, she says all white people because white people are in a real bad way in South Africa. They need help. They don't have supremacy. All right, you are being lied to. She said not only does she want to support all white people, but anyone who really that is caught in this terrible situation, to find solutions, kindness, love, respect, and safety. She says no human beings deserve this regardless of color, background, etc. I thought this was obvious to all, but evidently it is not so. It is not obvious. She thought it was obvious, but it is not obvious. As you could tell from my thumbs down on this video, it is not obvious that it does not matter what your skin tone is. It doesn't matter where you come from. None of that matters. All right. She said, may all South Africans keep safe till this situation is solved. The world is working on solutions daily. Love Sissa. All right, that's a dog barking. I'm sorry about that. But yes, indeed, the whole world is coming together, and they're trying to work on solutions for the terrible nightmare that people are finding themselves in. They're in desperation. They're in all sort of poverty. They can't leave. They're being hated on for their skin tone. They're being hunted down and slaughtered. It is a genocide. It is of the most urgent nature, yet and still 5 thumbs down. Like I said, these people who gave the thumbs down worship Satan. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They worship Satan. All right, and they'll believe whatever they're told, so long as everything has to do with skin tone. All right, then that's enough. That's all they need. That's all they need to be told that they're a good person, is to hate white people. And mind you, I'll put all sort of money that 4 out of the 5 people who put a thumbs down have white skin. They're completely and totally in love with their ignorance. They worship Satan, whether or not they want to admit it. But there's people all over the world who worship God. They worship God. And just, I mean, to be even more simple, there's people all over the world who will not accept rape. They will not accept murders. They will not accept people being slaughtered for the way that they look. They will not forget the lies that they've been told over and over and over again. No, they're not going to forget it. Yes, they will keep spreading the word until their dying days. Yes, I will continue spreading the word because this is an abomination. All right, I don't care what God you believe in. Yeah, if you want to see a world without that has less rapes and murders and torturing of people, then you might want to stop concerning yourself about skin tone all day. We're all up in the tribulation, you guys. No, I'm not going to stop. And I believe all the people out there who feel the same way know they are not going to stop. All right, we cannot afford it. It is March the 10th, 2018, and I'll holler at you. Be sure to leave a comment. Be sure on this video in particular to let me know how much you hate rapes, how much you hate genocide, how much you do not care about people's skin tone. All right, because people need to know about it. There's people in South Africa who are seeing this. All right, so I'll holler at you later. Be sure to leave a comment. God bless you. God bless everybody. God bless America. God bless everybody in South Africa. God bless everybody who's not savage barbarians. And I'll holler at y'all.